What's your agenda? Tips to networking successfully. I love it when I hear one person perk themselves up in a conversation or a debate and say, "You have an agenda." It's like a gotcha moment. Caught red-handed committing something devious. This is funny because everyone has an agenda, including the person calling out the other. There is nothing wrong with having an agenda. What is at the core is whether you agree with his or her agenda, and if not, whether you can find common ground. Now, why is this important to networking? Because this principle also applies to your business development. Create your agenda. Find a common link to build a relationship. Take a couple minutes to watch to the end and get all these juicy tips. Plenty of research and proven strategy has shown that when you have an agenda, the more likely you are to experience success in the outcome. In my previous post, I had suggested sitting down with your management or the business owner to help develop a strategy and metric. You should apply the same suggestions to creating your plan. In your agenda outline, you should define your objectives, identify the outcome you want to produce, establish who, either persons or professions, you are trying to target, the expectations you want to set out at that networking event, the actions and next steps to be reached at the event. Remember, you're going to a networking event. It would be silly to present an agenda to every person you encounter. The point of the exercise is to get you into the habit of generating the plan that will get your foot in the door and start building the foundations for that relationship that you are trying to build. Find this video useful? If so, then I suggest you also watch Do You Build Relations or Do You Go Straight for the Sale? You can find the link here. The networking event agenda is the icebreaker. When you meet them on a one-to-one basis, you can build that relationship further. So, at the follow-up, you need a different agenda. The structure is the same except for the removal of who you are targeting. What has changed are your expectations and the next step of actions. In your first agenda, it was all about getting this private meeting. Now, depending on how you presented this possibility, you may want to either decide to share your agenda, or if the relationship is not yet arrived at that stage, you might prefer to keep it in your head. Your aim is to continue to add value and to build a deeper connection. How you're going to do this is the question, and this starts with the bond you had made and the value you presented when they agreed to meet with you. Closing thoughts? Your agenda creation doesn't stop there. Depending on how long it would take to develop this relationship, you would need to maintain, refine, or expand your agenda until they have ripened for a business opportunity. The agenda is the roadmap which will guide you. It is also the measuring stick to your success. There isn't enough emphasis on using the agenda, and I hope you found these tips to be useful. If you enjoyed this video, then take a moment to subscribe, leave a comment, and take a leap and transform.